I just want to educate the people because that's the difference between Malcolm X and a lot of, people that came in front of the microphone and came in front of their people. He was able to educate his people. So before anything, I want to acknowledge what the Brooks family actually does. Every time they come in front of a crowd like this, they revisit trauma. Like, for our sake, right? So we can build up the courage to get on the front line and fight for them, right? They revisit trauma over and over and over again. So when you see her on the news here, when you see a mother on the news here, when you see a son in the platform and the press release here, they're revisiting that video that we watched in the comfort of our home. That's what's keeping them up at night. That's what's keeping people like me up at night. So just to educate you, right? I'm a testimony. Because of Robert Brooks, I can honestly say my life is a testimony. I was released from Mohawk Correctional Facility 9 months ago. June 13th, if I'm not mistaken, right? I founded my organization that day. I didn't know why God made me found my organization that day. I didn't know until afterwards when they assassinated Robert Brooks, right? Now, one of the things I need people to understand is solution. These individuals are in front of you today because they stepped out in front with solutions, right? We talk about the Hope Bill, what people not talking about is the retaliation that killed Robert Brooks was started because of the Hope Bill. See, officers have a way, the CO unions have a way to bend the people to their will. So they figured that, oh, y'all think that y'all can put them in a box and not keep them there? So in these little boxes, in Mohawk, Marshall, Green, Catasauqua, all these little boxes, they made that their murder zone. Because there's no cameras in the little box. You gotta get to the big box where the Hope Bill is applied. That's what people don't understand. So, let's talk about education. When you think about what happened to Robert Brooks, he was in Mohawk Correctional Facility. They transferred him in the middle of the night when the #1 hospital, Walsh, is in Mohawk. They had a box that I know, because at the end of the day I was there, that was open at the time of his murder. So why did they transfer him from Mohawk to Marshall? Preemptive murder, sounds like it. It seems like this was a planned murder, like they had fun with him in Mohawk, and they was passing him off to the murder kill zone, because if you do your research, Marcy is the murder kill zone in Oneida County. I know because I'm from Oneida County. So, I need people that's here. I'd love to see everybody here, but we need to see the felons here. Felons. We need to see more incarcerated individuals that live this in real time, stepping up saying Robert Brooks. Because this person can't be denied. We need the celebrities that wear that burden to say that there was ex-felons to step up and say, at the end of the day, for us, by us, because we have the right to vote. Why are we not voting together? Understand that at the end of the day, this is not a black, brown, white, Puerto Rican situation. This is we got the same last name because we share a DIN number. So you are my brother, you are my sister. If we start recognizing that and coming together, it's not going to be the same people that you see on the front lines no more. You're going to start developing Malcolm X's everywhere. Because we did. We embedded in these communities because the same people that come home from prison and infect their community can come home from prison and build their community up. I want to educate people when they get in front of these mics to talk about solutions. Because again, like I said, the people that you see here today are talking about solutions. Me, I created the first pre-entry program for incarcerated individuals. And what that means is I believe that we need to educate people from the moment they are incarcerated. Not by the institution that wants to keep them there because they get paid to keep us there. You really think the ASAP program, the ART program ain't been re-advised and upgraded for centuries? You really think that's helping our people deal with anger? Because I'm telling you, I deal with it still to this day. I didn't complete programs and ran it while I was incarcerated. So I need the people here today, if you know anything, if you understand anything, it's you that makes our community great again. Robert Brooks is a metaphor that is some child right now in their cube, like I'm not going back to prison after this. Or some child in this community right now, like I'm gonna shoot it out with police and die before I go behind the wall. Because you see on live TV, we didn't premise this image. So all of these homes did not educate the people of how they can change that. So it's a child right now that's afraid of his life. And one of these urban communities with an automatic firearm that is like, instead of putting it down, I'm going to crash course my life, because if I go to prison, I'm going to die, and I'm fighting to live in my community already. So respectfully, I need people to understand how serious this fight is, because I just got on the phone with a woman whose son is in Auburn who got beat up today in the yard as we speak. Literally. And you know what she called the jail? You know what they told her? We can't give you no information. We can't help you. You have to wait until Monday and maybe get through to somebody, because we don't have any information for you. So the Department of Corrections is very much still lost and very much still alive. And until we come together and understand solution over problem, we're going to still be dealing with this problem and making families like the Brook family revisit trauma every time they get in front of groups of people like this. So please, all I'm asking is to make their sacrifice matter. Because this is not a game for them. This is not, like, this is real life trauma. This is real life. I can't go to sleep at night. So everybody in here, after you leave here, don't make this just an event so you can see people. Make this an event for solution over problem. Thank you, and have a wonderful night.
Alliance for Families for Justice have a men's group every Tuesday at the Creative Hub, 516 MLK Street, and we've been doing it for the last 2 years. And we invite anybody. We have brothers here on the camera, on the music in the back. We do have some brothers and sisters in the community that are working hard. I became the Central Regional Coordinator for Alliance of Families for Justice 8 years ago. We've created Friends of AFJ. This work is not just about an event for us. We are on call 24/7. Come on now. I just need y'all to know that. This is not just about an event for us. We wanted to show the Brooks family how much we care for you, how much we're here for you, how much we look like us. We will be here any and every time. This is no joke for us. I was free for 3 years while my son was in prison. He's here today filming this.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
This is not the most welcoming community for these brothers, but they'll do it for me.
Yes.
That's because I work on the ground. On the grass. I'm on grassroots. I've been where they've been. So I just want to tell and let everybody know that this is no joke to the Central Region of Ithaca, right? We do this work because we love this work. We do this work, I do this work, I won't speak for them because I can sleep at night, some nights, right? But we know it's needed. We are called 24/7. Call me, I'm there. Thank you. And now we're going to open the mic for those who want to start out asking our brothers and sisters either formerly incarcerated from this area or also our members of the men's group or the women's group. I think they're shy, but they're not shy to be there for one another.
Somebody got a story to tell. Come on, please.
Hello everybody. So, my name is Yvonne Griffin. I'm with a lot of organizations. I met you guys inside Utica because I'm the Citizen Action of New York, so we held the first rally for your son. I'm also in New York State Jail Justice Network. I'm with GoPro. I'm with every organization. And I'm here today because your son's case is saying with my district attorney. And he's a piece of shit. Straight up. My baby father was murdered by 7 white officers in Syracuse. I'm literally the only one that ever proved that excessive force was used to murder somebody through the citizen report inside Syracuse. It took me 16 years, but I did. And at the same time of your son's murder, I'm also the one who pushed out about Edward Schultz getting murdered inside Midstate across the street, and then also Aaron Jackson. I'm also the one who just really rounded up a lot of people and we went to Auburn Correctional and did a counter protest against the correctional officers, like I think 3 Saturdays. What I really want to say real quick, and then everybody can go eat because I just got here late and everything, but I don't give a damn what anybody tells you. They can go ahead and tell you that it's not possible, that they can't do this, they can't do that, but I'm a stern believer that I don't understand the word no or can't. Because they told me that in 2002. And like I said, January 12th of 2018, I literally proved that they executed a drug warrant and they murdered somebody. And then they covered it up by labeling him as John Doe in a hospital. And then they was able to go ahead and do the illegal autopsy, and then his organs was donated. So I definitely understand. I don't understand about losing a child, but I do understand about losing someone to any type of law enforcement. And I came here because New York State Jails Justice and Citizen Action, I'm trying to hold an event in Syracuse. Because not only does Fitzpatrick have your son's case, but now he has the other guy's case as well. And I was there for the arraignments too. I was there in Utica that day. I actually sat, Kinsley's wife sat 2 spaces over, and that was my live that was going on with her being disrespectful to everybody in the second courtroom and everything else, when she should have been in the courtroom with the rest of the court officers, what families where you was at. And I actually did take out a police report on her because she found me on Facebook, and I felt like she stalked me, harassed me, and misleaded the whole entire correctional office thing to where I wouldn't be able to want to go to your son's, to the next court date and everything. But I'm still in because, you know, her ass got to get arrested. They arrest us, you get arrested too. But I really, like, Donna said closed mouths don't get fed. My saying is closed mouths don't come to help home, right? So it used to be all eyes was on the blacks. So the black people, yes, black people do get murdered the most, but they always had it separated. It's like a lot of white people would come down saying that their kids was incarcerated and everything because their job titles and everything else. But what happened, what I noticed in Auburn, is that there was more white people out there because their people was getting murdered inside prison just like us. You know what I'm saying? And I love the saying, closed mouths don't come home, because that's for everybody. That covers everybody. And I don't know. I just think like if everybody comes to Syracuse, like I have the worst. This fraternity is the most powerful. This fraternity is the one who created domestic violence for everything. He's been head DA and sat on $100 since 1976. And not for nothing, he just sentenced 2 black men to 75 years of life inside Syracuse just for gang violence, no murders or nothing. So I would love it if everybody was to join us inside Syracuse in April. Before I leave, I'll think of a date. I didn't come here expecting to say this, but I feel like it needs to be done and everything. And there's one bill that New York State Jails Justice Network is running that will coincide with what happened with your son, and that's to allow county legislators into the local jails, because police brutality starts at the car being stopped, then into the city jails, and into county facilities, and then ultimately your life could be taken inside the prison, okay? So, like my son is incarcerated, so a lot of people be like, I don't want to do nothing with your papers. Get the bill from Naomi, because that's very important. And it allows state lawmakers to go into the facilities. Right now, only they can, so they don't. My state lawmaker is Rachel May, not for nothing, I love her, but she's too old to go inside Auburn Correctional. So we need to allow the staff to go in there with them, so that way when you call, there is no excuse. You're not going in there by yourself. The county legends, you guys approve all these lawsuits of people getting beat up inside your county facilities and city jails, so y'all need to go in there too and everything. So pay attention to their bills, make sure you guys follow your state lawmakers and support it. But the last thing I do want to say is that even with me being on felony probation right now, and even with me, like, getting our asses beat, me and my kids, like, literally, to sit there and say that, especially being outspoken like that, they come at you. And I don't want nobody to be scared of that, because the outcome is good. Like I said, I was able to prove everything on January 12, 2018. Don't be scared just because you're on papers. Don't be scared because your son's locked up. Don't be scared because your grandchild's locked up. Don't be scared of nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Because there's groups of us out here to sit there and protect and everything. And we will be with you guys and stuff. But that's all I gotta say, because she wants to feed and I want to.